Okay, so for question 3, we want to know about the population mu, population mean of heights. I want to test the claim that students are at most 61 inches on average. So I'm going to go to the next question, so I state HO and H1. So HO is that mu is at most. That means it is less than or equal to 61. The alternative is that it is greater than 61. Okay, that's the null and alternative hypothesis. Okay, so I want to test the claim that that is true. I want to use alpha equals 0.05. So what are the assumptions? There are two options. Either n is greater than or equal to 30, or the original variable, which in this case is height, is normal. Either of those is okay. Check the assumptions, so I need to know what n is. N is 49. So that's bigger than 30. Do I meet the assumptions? Yes. Submit. Alright. Anything else I need to do about that? No. Of course, you'll answer these short answer questions, and I will read them and grade them and give feedback. Should it be a z-test or a t-test? It should be a t-test because I do not know sigma. The t-test, how many degrees of freedom do we have? Well, n is 49, so degrees of freedom is 48. Compute the t-test and get the p-value. So I did all that. Oh, I haven't done it yet. All right, let's do it. Statistical analysis, continuous variables because it is quantitative, single sample t-test, height. And we said that the null hypothesis is that mu is 61. The alternative is that it is greater than 61. So we said mu is less than or equal to 61. H1 is that it is greater than 61. So that's that. It gives me a 95% CI, which I don't need for this assignment. Click OK. And here is my T, 48 degrees of freedom, and my p-value. Here's my T. Copy. Compute the appropriate test. There it is. Round to 2 decimal places. And then 5 decimal places for the p-value. Five places. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I don't need that. And then submit. I didn't answer the short answer part. You take care of that on your own. Say something like what I said. Now, compare your p-value to alpha and make a decision. Well, that p-value is very small. It is lower than alpha. And therefore I reject HO. So p-value is less than or equal to alpha, so I reject the null hypothesis. Last two questions. What did I conclude? Well, I concluded that that the average height is taller than 61 inches. I rejected HO. HO said that it's less than or equal to 61. I rejected that, and so I think it is taller than 61. So population mean height is higher than 61. That's what we say there, in your own words. So is it possible that you committed a type 1 error? I rejected HO. If I'm wrong, that's a type 1 error. Is it possible and I have no way to know. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. I have no way to know. Is it possible I committed a type 2 error? Well, I failed to reject HO, so I could not have made a type 2 error. I have no way to know if I made an error. I never will know that, but it is possible that I made a type 2 error. Click submit, and that's it. Congratulations.